This reading brings an urgent spiritual message about a man who loves you deeply. But there's another woman creating confusion. The universe has been trying to show you the truth about his real feelings, but is concerned you might miss the signs. This isn't just another love reading. It contains a divine revelation about what's really happening in his heart. The spirits care so deeply about your romantic journey that they would be disappointed if you dismiss this critical information without understanding its importance. The message you're about to receive has been carefully arranged to reach you at this exact moment. In your love story, there's a cosmic appointment happening right now as you watch. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn could change everything about how you see this complicated situation. This isn't an ordinary love reading. It's a spiritual alert about hidden emotions that could change your entire perspective on this man and the other woman in his life. The universe has been watching this complicated love triangle with divine attention, noticing both the love that exists and the confusion that's blocking it. Missing this particular revelation could mean misunderstanding his true intentions and walking away from your soulmate connection. This reading marks a limited time spiritual window that's opening in your love life right now. The universe cares so deeply about your romantic happiness that it would be genuinely concerned if you failed to recognize this opportunity to see the truth. That's why this message found you today. Your attention to this reading isn't by chance. It's a divinely orchestrated moment designed to help you see what has been hidden in his heart, but you might have been giving up on. The real story about this other woman will shock you. Every confused feeling you've had about his mixed signals has been witnessed by the universe. Every tear you've shed wondering why he's with her instead of you has been collected by the spirits. All the times you've questioned your own intuition about this connection, yet continued to hope anyway, have been honored. Your romantic struggles with this situation haven't gone unnoticed. Those moments when other people seem to get clear signs about love but yours remained confusing. The universe saw your frustration. The times when your faith in this connection felt weak because of her presence, yet you held on anyway. That persistence was recognized in the spiritual realm. The courage it took to keep believing in your bond, when everything suggested he belonged with someone else, has been deeply valued. The questions you've carried about his true feelings, sometimes too painful to share with friends, have all been acknowledged. Love connections aren't always clear, and divine timing isn't always obvious to human hearts. The truth about how deeply this man loves you will take your breath away. His soul recognizes you as his divine counterpart, the one person who truly understands his heart in ways the other woman never could. He thinks about you constantly, even when he's with her, wondering what could have been if circumstances were different. This man feels a spiritual connection with you that terrifies him, because it's so powerful. When he's in your presence, his entire energy shifts, and he becomes the truest version of himself. The other woman represents safety and familiarity, but you represent his soul's deepest longing and spiritual growth. He's been fighting these feelings because admitting them would mean changing his entire life. The universe shows me that he talks to friends about you, asking for advice about this impossible situation. His heart knows you're meant to be together, but his mind creates excuses about why it can't happen right now. What he doesn't realize is that the universe has been preparing both of you for this divine union. His love for you runs so deep that it's actually scary for him to face, because once he admits it fully, there will be no going back to his comfortable but unfulfilling current situation. The other woman in his life isn't his enemy. She's actually serving a divine purpose in the spiritual journey. The universe shows me that she represents his past, his comfort zone, and his fear of taking emotional risks. She's the safe choice that keeps him from having to face the transformative love he feels for you. This woman is in his life because he needed to learn important lessons about settling versus following his heart's true calling. She's kind and caring, but she doesn't challenge his soul or inspire his spiritual growth the way you do. Their connection is based on habit and security rather than the deep soul recognition. He shares with you. The spirits reveal that she actually senses something is missing in their relationship, but doesn't understand what it is. Part of her knows that his heart isn't fully present with her, especially when your name comes up or when he sees things that remind him of you. What's beautiful about this situation is that she's unknowingly helping both of you grow. Her presence is teaching you about your own worth and showing him what it feels like to live a life that doesn't align with his soul's deepest truth. This karmic triangle is actually preparing all three of you for your highest good. The divine purpose behind this complicated situation is to awaken your spiritual gifts and teach you about unconditional love. The universe has orchestrated this triangle to help you discover your own power and learn to love yourself first before receiving the love you deserve. This experience is expanding your intuitive abilities in ways you're just beginning to recognize. Every time you've sensed his hidden feelings despite appearances, you've been developing your psychic gifts. The confusion you felt has actually been spiritual training, teaching you to trust your inner knowing over what you see with your eyes. That the universe wants you to understand that true love sometimes requires patience and faith in divine timing. This connection is preparing both your souls for a union that will be deeper and more meaningful. Because you've both grown through this challenging period, the spiritual tests you're both facing right now are necessary for your soul's evolution. He's learning about authentic living and following his heart, while you're discovering your own worth and the power of unconditional love. When you finally come together, it will be as spiritually mature souls ready for true partnership rather than needy hearts seeking completion. The timing of this revelation is no coincidence. It comes now because cosmic shifts are happening around your connection. The universe has been waiting for both of you to reach the right level of spiritual maturity before orchestrating your reunion. Your soul growth through this difficult period has prepared you to receive love from a place of wholeness rather than lack. His spiritual awakening is accelerating, and the comfortable illusion he's been living is starting to crack under the pressure of his heart's truth. The spirits show me that planetary alignments in the coming months will create opportunities for honest conversations and breakthrough moments. What has been hidden will suddenly become impossible to ignore. The divine feminine energy you carry is becoming more powerful, naturally drawing his authentic self toward you. This precise moment marks the beginning of the final phase of this spiritual test. Your patience and faith have not been wasted. They've been building the foundation for a love that will transform both of your lives in the most beautiful way. If you're feeling blessed by these spiritual insights about your love connection, please consider sending a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more to support our channel's mission of sharing divine guidance for confused hearts. Your generosity helps these important revelations reach those who desperately need to understand their soul connections. When you give, you participate in a sacred energy exchange that allows us to continue creating content that brings clarity to complicated love situations in these spiritually intense times. The universe wants you to use this information wisely by focusing on your own spiritual growth. Rather than trying to force outcomes, send this man loving energy without attachment to specific results, trusting that divine timing will handle the details of how your connection unfolds. This is your time to practice radical self-love and become the highest version of yourself. When he's ready to choose love over fear, you want to be vibrating at your most magnetic frequency. Work on healing old wounds, pursuing your passions, and building the life you want with or without him. Don't try to interfere with his current situation or compete with the other woman. The universe is handling their karmic completion, and your interference could actually delay your desired outcome. Instead, trust that truth has its own power and will emerge naturally. When the time is right, focus on activities that make you feel spiritually aligned and emotionally fulfilled. the more you embody your authentic self, the stronger the magnetic pull becomes for him to choose authenticity in his own life. Your light will guide him home when he's ready to follow his heart's true direction. The universe reveals beautiful changes coming in your love story that will unfold like a divine symphony within the next few months. This man will experience a spiritual awakening that makes continuing his current situation impossible. The comfortable illusion will shatter, and he'll be forced to face his true feelings. The other woman will naturally begin to sense the shift and may even be the one to bring up conversations about their relationship's future. This isn't because she's intuitive, but because his energy is changing so dramatically that even she can feel something is different. You'll start receiving unexpected messages, calls, or signs that he's thinking about you more frequently. These won't be coincidences, but the universe's way of preparing you both for reconnection. Pay attention to dreams, repeated numbers, and songs that remind you of him. The beautiful outcome awaiting your patient heart involves an honest conversation where he finally admits his true feelings and explains why he stayed in the wrong situation for so long. When he comes to you, it will be as a man who has chosen growth over comfort, authenticity over security, and true love over settling. During this transition period, protecting your energy becomes essential for maintaining spiritual alignment with your desired outcome. The universe wants you to create boundaries against negative influences that might create doubt about this divine connection. Some people in your life may try to convince you to give up or move on, but they don't understand the spiritual nature of soul bonds. Stay connected to your higher guidance through daily meditation and prayer, asking for clarity about your next steps. The spirits are constantly sending you signs and synchronicities to confirm you're on the right path, but you must remain spiritually open to receive them. Avoid seeking advice from those who don't believe in soul connections or divine timing. Their logical minds will only create confusion about what your heart already knows to be true. Trust your intuition over others' opinions, especially when they haven't experienced this type of spiritual love themselves. Use this waiting period to strengthen your connection with the divine and build unshakable faith in love's power to overcome all obstacles. If this spiritual guidance has awakened hope in your heart about this beautiful love connection, please consider blessing our channel with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or whatever amount feels right to your soul. Your support creates a powerful energy exchange and allows us to continue sharing divine revelations with those who need them most. If you're ready to declare that you recognize this man's true feelings and trust divine timing, type 888 in the comments below as your spiritual confirmation of faith and love. Remember that this complicated situation is actually a blessing in disguise, preparing both your souls for a love deeper than anything you've experienced before. The joy awaiting your patient heart will be worth every moment of confusion and waiting you've endured. Trust the divine process unfolding in your love story, knowing that the universe never makes mistakes in matters of the heart. Your soulmate connection is real, powerful, and destined to manifest when both of you are spiritually ready to receive such profound love.